Hello, this is Mrs. Ross, and this is Lesson 7, Lines, Angles, and Planes. And this is the practice set that you'll find on page 50 in the Saxon Course 2 textbook. There's lots of math vocabulary in this, so I'll be defining some of that vocabulary and asking you to put it in the back of your spiral. If you need to pause the video, that's definitely acceptable. A says, name a point on this figure that is not on ray BC. So a ray starts at a point and goes on forever. It can also look like this. Okay, a line goes on forever in both directions. Okay, so ray BC, when they tell us ray BC, B is where it's going to start. So this is the ray BC, and it goes on forever this way. So D is on ray BC, but A is not, so that would be your answer. B says, in this figure, XZ, so from here all the way to here, this is 10 centimeters. And YZ is 6 centimeters. How are we going to find XY? Okay, so we're going to subtract 6 from 10 and get 4 so that we know XY is 4. C says draw two parallel lines. Parallel lines are lines that are equal distant from each other always, but they never touch. So there's two parallel lines. Draw two perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines create a 90-degree angle where they cross. Draw two lines that intersect but are not perpendicular. So say, what if I did this? That is not perpendicular. Those are not 90-degree angles. What word describes the relationship of these lines? And in math, we call that skew. Draw a right angle. So a right angle is 90 degrees. An acute angle is less than 90 degrees. And an obtuse angle is greater than 90 degrees. Okay. Two intersecting segments. So a segment is it's a line that ends at both ends. It doesn't go on forever either way. So you have a ray, a segment, and a line. A ray starts somewhere and goes on forever. A segment is finite, which means it has an end on both ends. And a line goes on forever in both directions. Okay? So back to the question I. Two intersecting segments are drawn on the board. So one segment is vertical and the other is horizontal. So I have this segment and this segment. Are they parallel or perpendicular? Well, since they cross and make a 90-degree angle, they're going to be perpendicular. Describe a physical example of parallel planes. So if you look around, let me see if I can find, good. Okay, so if you're in a classroom, the ceiling and the floor are parallel planes. Okay, a physical example of intersecting planes would be like the ceiling and the wall that goes up to the ceiling. Okay. Lines intersect at a point, as you can see here. There's a point where that intersects. Planes intersect in a line. And you can see that when you look up at your ceiling and your wall. You can see that line across. M, if a PowerPoint represents one line, power pole, so I have my power pole, and a paint stripe in the middle of the road represents another, then the two lines are... I don't think the power pole is going to be in the middle of the road, so I don't think they're intersecting, and I don't think they're parallel, but they might be skewed. Okay, I think that's all we have for our practice set today. So if you have any questions about any of these, please let me know. Otherwise, have a great day.